Hi, this is Butch from Barker Enterprises LLC. Thanks for coming and visiting our site. Today I'm going to take a little bit of a video. We're working on a little bit of an older home today, and we're putting in what they call a wood floating floor. Some people call it a pergo, but this one's made by Swift Block. It's a really nice floor. And like I was saying, the home's a little bit older, so what we ran into is the floor's kind of a mess. So in certain areas where we have low spots, what we've had to do is we had to get some cement underlayment, and we filled in the low spots. And what we did is troweled it out and thinned it out to feather it and try to fill in the low spots, because if you don't, what'll happen when you walk over the floor, you'll just fill a bunch of hollow spots. So when you get a bad floor like this, don't fret, don't worry about it. Just get you some underlayment, mix it up kind of thin, pour it out, trowel it out really nice, let it dry for a day, and then get out your floor and start putting it in. Okay, we're back again. I'm going to show you a few pictures of Matt clicking in some of the floor to show you really basically how easy it is. And keep in mind, when you do buy floors, you know, if you do buy a cheap off-brand type, they are a lot harder to click in. So remember, the quality counts on this one, and it's a floor that, you know, you buy a good one, it'll last 30 years. Okay, as you can see, Matt right here is lining one up. I don't know how my picture's looking, if you can tell very well, but Matt's just laying it in. Gonna bend it in, click it in. He grabbed another one. And when you're doing this, what you want to do is you want to make sure you stagger your seams, okay? You can stagger them in halves, or you can stagger them randomly. Matt and I like to run them randomly, so it just looks better, I think. Looks a lot more natural. But you can see once in a while you might have to take a block, and you might have to tap it a little bit here and there, work with it, but once it goes in, it clicks, and you can tell, and you move on to the next one. When you put one of these floors in, make sure when you buy the product, you leave it set in the room that you're going to lay the floor in for at least 3 days. This product has to get acclimated to the environment in which it's going to go in. You know, in other words, the humidity factor has to be the same. So make sure you do that, and you shouldn't have any problems. One other thing you want to keep in mind, when you come to the edges, you want to leave yourself a gap. I don't know if you can see with my video here, but you leave a gap about 3/8 of an inch, and this enables you to go ahead and have expansion. So if the floor soaks up moisture a little bit, it'll expand and it'll shrink. Okay, nice job, Matt. Looks good. Hello, this is Butch with Barker Enterprises. It's been a couple days, and as you can see, we finished the floor. Take you a couple pictures. It came out really, really nice. It's a beautiful floor. And we're going to go over here, and I'm going to show you Matt. Matt's putting on the molding right now. And what we like to do is when we get to these, what I call an open end, which would be an area like right over here where this door is, I like to cap the ends of the molding, so we cut it back on a 45, and then we cut a little piece at a 45 and we glue it and then staple it on. That way the molding looks really nice on the end. You don't have that little unfinished end. Takes you a little bit of time to do this, and don't be frustrated. Sometimes you'll shoot it and it might break. Cut another one and try it again. If it keeps breaking, just glue it and get you some blue tape and blue tape it and let it set for a couple hours, then pull it off. But as you can see, our floor came out pretty darn good, considering this house is probably like 50 years old and the floor is very, very crooked. So once again, thanks for coming to Barker Enterprises. Thanks for coming and watching our videos. We appreciate your support, and we'll talk to you next time.